A Texas couple has been charged with kidnapping after an 18-year-old was allegedly chained and zip tied to a bed for a month while being repeatedly assaulted. Jose Riaz, age 31, and Jacqueline Macias, age 29, were arrested Tuesday in the 6900 block of Foxmont Lane in Humble, just north of Houston, on aggravated kidnapping charges. Macias' bond is set to $50,000 and Riaz's bond is set to $100,000. They each have a court date set for September. It was also stated that the couple lured the teen to Riaz's home under the guise of having a relationship with Riaz. A source with the Houston Police Department also stated that the teen planned to move into the home, but once she got there, she realized he was in a relationship with another woman and tried to leave. The victim was held captive for approximately 30 days while she was repeatedly assaulted. Her hands and feet were bound while she was reportedly chained and zip tied to a bed inside of the home. HPD officers stated that the victim was able to free herself Sunday when Riaz and Macia weren't home. She escaped out of the bedroom window before knocking on doors of nearby homes until a neighbor called 911. When the suspects arrived back home 2 minutes later, officers arrested both of them. Harris County Precinct 4 Constable Mark Herman called the case an evil thing during a press conference. Quote, "She did everything she could, all of everything that she could, all her fibers she could bring to her strength to get out of those restraints." Macias, public defender, stated in court on Monday that she and Riaz shared a 2-week-old child. More charges against Riaz and Macias are possible pending medical test. The victim has been reunited with her family. Now, let me just reiterate this one more time. This is what it looks like when families are not involved directly in their children's lives. How is it that this girl, it don't even matter if she was 18 or not, how is it possible that she was just able to be out and about and find her way to a grown adult's home in order to try to formulate some type of a relationship so that she could have a place to stay? That is pretty alarming to me because normally a place to stay would be a family's home, right? Maybe even a friend, not two grown people in their 30s. You're 18, they're 30. Why would you even be there? How did you even get in contact? Realistically, how did this even transpire? Like I said, there's a lot of missing pieces here, and I need to know more because I specifically want to know how she got in contact with these two grown adults who are in their 30s. She's 18, they're 30. Where specifically is her family? Because why is it that, after everything, after she basically rescued herself and she escaped, why is it that now her family is involved? Her family has, she's now being returned to her family. Where was her family during this whole event? How long has she been missing? Past the beyond the 30 days. Like, let's just skip over that 30 days that she was basically shackled and chained. During the time frame of which she was able-bodied, able to walk, she had a cell phone, she was out and about in the world. How long was she away from the house missing? Where was she specifically at? What was she specifically doing? What was she specifically getting into? Because again, I state before that there needs to be more conversations had. There needs to be, more people that are interested in the lives of these young people so that things like this don't necessarily take place. Because again, if you have family that actually care about the young people there, chances are very great that things like this won't necessarily take place or happen. She wanted to live with a full-fledged grown man. Now, this could be one of two things. Either she has some type of infatuation with older guys, or she has daddy issues. So because there is something that she is not receiving at home or that she never got, she's now going out into the world and seeking that clear cut from another person who is way, way older than her. Again, she's 18. This guy is 31. She wants somebody who is going to take care of her, right? She is 18. What they say in the article, she was going there to be in a relationship and also looking for a living situation. Because obviously something at home either wasn't right, wasn't going great enough for her, or, she was a little bit too tired of having to start adulting, right? Meaning going out here paying bills and yada yada yada. And again, I have to look at it a little bit of a different way sometimes, because far too often the responsibility does not get placed to where it should be, right? So let me start by saying 100% both of the adults here should be just thrown in prison. There should be no type of bail or anything. They need to be thrown in prison. They need to be thrown in prison for what it is that they put her through, what it is that she had to face, what it is that she had to go through. All of that. They both need to be put in prison. That 18-year-old is going to need therapy. She's going to need a lifetime of therapy, and even a lifetime is still not even going to be enough at all. My main concern is, what was she doing away from the house? What was she doing away from the family? Why was she, in a sense, as it seems, running away or looking for a place to live? Right? How did you specifically get into contact with these people? Because again, like I said before, you have a lot of young people out here that have a cell phone. So they have access to the world. They got access to people that they normally would not have had access to about 15, 20 plus years ago. Again, I'm just trying to figure out some stuff. Was she an 18-year-old that was working at an early age? Was this some type of arrangement that was supposed to happen or go down, and it just did not work out as it should have in her favor? Like I said, I have a lot of questions, and there seems to be no type of answers that can realistically be found or stated or talked about at this moment in time. So again, I tell everybody out here, if you are a guardian or a parent, make sure you talk to your kids. Make sure you formulate some type of loving relationship so that they can find safety within you, so that they can find love within you, so that they don't have to go directly out here into this empty and this dark world in order to get something that they hunger for, that they should have gotten when they were growing up in that household with you. Don't allow another adult to be a substitute for what it is that you should have gave those kids, which is love. That's what every single child directly out here wants from their parent. They want that nurturing, they want that love, they want that caring, they want that shelter, right? They want the belief that they can do any and everything, right? Don't allow another adult out here to be that substitute, because the moment in time that they have that hope, they have that faith, and they got that belief from that child, it's over. And chances are very great that you're never going to get that child back ever again, because they're going to fill that child's mind with so many imaginary fairy tales and stories and false beliefs that they're automatically going to look at that stranger as God, and they're going to look at you as the devil. So again, it would behoove a lot of parents out here to really spend as much time as they can with their kids so that this never becomes your child.